Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I will be walking you through the process of creating a BigQuery table from query results. So let's get to it. So right here, I am on my BigQuery dashboard editor, and here I have run a query for one of the tables. And like I mentioned in this video, I want to show you how you can create a table from a query resource. And what I'm talking about is the output that you have here after you run a query in BigQuery, for example. So BigQuery platform generally comes with some really nice features, and this is just one of the ones that I wanted to show you guys. So if you see here, so this is one of the table that I have in my dataset, in one of my dataset, this one called Chicago Crimes. And I will show you how to run a query again and come up with this output. But really, if you see here in the save results button here, and this comes up, or this shows up after you run your query right here. So if you see here, there are several ways that you can deal with the results here. So you can export it to a Google Drive as a CSV. You can also download it to your local file as a CSV. You can export it as JSON, a JSON new delimited file, BigQuery table, Google Sheets, or you can copy it to a clipboard. So the one I wanted to show you in this video is this one here for BigQuery table. So basically, when you run your query, whether, and this one I just ran for everything, I didn't filter, but you can run and filter for specific results that you're looking for, and then after that you can create a BigQuery table out of the results. So I just wanted to show you that. Again, I have this table here I created, and this table currently is not getting stored in BigQuery. This is a external table, and you can see it from here, the source URI. So this is a Google spreadsheet, and the data is stored right here. So I made a video previously where I went through the process of creating external table, and basically that one was if your data is stored in a Google Sheet and you want to use BigQuery to query that data, how you do it, or how do you do it. And in that video I went through the process of creating this table. So I'll put a link in the description if you want to take a look. But for this video I wanted to show you how you can create another table from the query results. So what I've done here is I have just went ahead and queried this table. Select everything, select stuff from the table itself. This tag again in SQL means I want to return all the fields, and we don't have any filters anyway, so we're basically querying the entire dataset or the entire table. And this is what I've got here. I can run it again, but we will basically get the same results if I do. Or the reason I don't want to run it is because this might take some time, but it will be the same data set. So I just want to show you the results and what you can do with it. But if you have a table, you can just basically run it, and you should be able to see the results down here. So the whole point of this video was how you can create a table from the results that you get when you query. And this is just an example. So what you want to do is go ahead here and click save results, and to create another table from this data, what you want to do is click this BigQuery table and fill the information here. So I want to put a data set where I want this table to be created, and I just want to create it the same place, so the same data set here, and the table name here. So I will name this Chicago Crimes PQ. Okay, and this PQ basically means that this table now will be stored in BigQuery. And it doesn't have to be external table. You can even create a table that's already created in Big Table I mean, a table that's already created in BigQuery and save it with a different name. So I will go ahead and do that. And here I will leave the encryption as Google managed encryption. See, so you can, if you have your own key, you can also put it here. So I'll leave this one default, and then I will go ahead and click save. So what this is going to do now is it will create a new table in BigQuery with a different name that you specified. So you can see it popped right here, and now you can navigate to that table and look at the details. So you can immediately see that this table now has 166,575, and just shows you when it was last modified. So this is just a few minutes ago when you created it, and you can go ahead and preview this data. So you can basically see that it's the same data that we have or that we had. Where is that query? Right here. So this is the same data. Um, and for me in this case, since my data is living here in Google Sheets, what I can do is verify that all of the data has been created. Basically, the whole records have been created in the new table that I have. So let me see if I can see the number of records here. It doesn't seem like I can see. So what I can do is I will go back here in BigQuery, and basically instead of doing start now, I'll just do count. I will run count on this data set or on this table, and what we expect to see is it should match this number right here. So this is our table. This is the query results. This is the table that we created from querying this other table, and we should be able to see that the records are matching because we returned everything. We didn't take a subset of the data. So you can see that sometimes when you're working with external tables, it might take some time to query it. As you can see, this one has taken 43 seconds now, and it's still running. So if we had to do the same thing for a BigQuery table that's not living externally, I hope we should be able to see a faster runtime. So like that. And you can see this one was very fast. So I think with external tables, it runs slower than a BigQuery table that's stored in BigQuery. So that's just one of the features of BigQuery. It's a very performant database or data warehouse. So mostly if you're running your analytics, I think you will want to have BigQuery store your data. You don't want to store it externally because it will take a long time to run. So but here, this is now that table. We have the results here, and it is matching here 166545, and our table here is 166545. So you can see now that our data is matching, and basically from here you can go ahead and do your analysis now. Again, this is not the only way that you can create a BigQuery table from other tables, but it is just one of the ways, and I thought it might be useful for you to know. For example, if you're doing queries and you just want to save it somewhere so that you can come back to it later, especially for a fixed data set. If you just want to have specific filters for your larger data set, then you can do something like that. So just basically run here, just run the query, and you can do any filters that you want to, and once you get the results, you can create it as a table. Again, you can also copy it to export it to Google Drive, and this will be going as sheets. Sometimes one of the use cases for this is when somebody else tells you, hey, can I see some this data, can you send me a file for these records, yeah, from your table in BigQuery, or anything related to that, and they don't have access to BigQuery. So you can basically come here, run the query, and then export the results. And you can export it to any of these. So you have a lot of options here, but for this case I just wanted to show you how you create a big another table from just the results from your query. Okay guys, so that is what I wanted to quickly show you. I hope that was helpful. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please take a second and subscribe now, so that you can stay updated whenever I release future videos. Alright guys, thank you very much. Bye bye.